When was the last time you watched a show that was kind, soft, and hopeful? A show that didn't have anxiety around every corner, the main character saying something that's obviously hurting this person but doesn't stop, but we know why, but he doesn't, so we can't blame him. Anxiety. Ooh. This is something I talk about a lot on the channel called conflict for the sake of conflict, which can be good if, of course, it's not just for the sake of it there being some sort of underlying anxiety or conflict to it, but actually pushing the story forward, developing characters, things like that can be good. But the anime Shikimori, not just a cutie, is the antithesis of warmth, kindness, and softness. Very similar to Kokomi Can't Communicate, but has more goofy fun subject matter in this show. The premise is incredibly simple. We have a very unlucky boy, and we have a very extremely proficient Giga Chad girl, hella masculine, hella cool, hella badass, coddle me, mommy type of thing, except not quite old enough to be mommy. Point being, yes. Woman Shikimori, who is absolutely lovely. This is a show with just good people, which, to be honest, some people might find boring with the emotional barrage of daily life. I could not be happier with just this break. This anime stumbles upon some of the most beautiful things that everyone wants. Friends that look out for each other, experiencing love. Deep love, honest love, silly, sappy, nonsense love, having a person that genuinely wants you for you. This is something that in shows I feel like anime oftentimes gets incredibly wrong, because it's always like, I gotta die 5 times for you and you're still gonna give me the tsundere ratio. What is happening? This show, however, doesn't do that at all. This show is It plays with a healthy relationship as well as healthy people. There are moments when jealousy arises, and Shikimori gets really clingy and wants more from her boyfriend, but doesn't actually turn into a complete psycho, but instead just says, well, they're pretty great. I kind of get why everyone likes them as well. And vice versa. This continually happens throughout the show. And also friends, this is like, hey, and what if we could have nice things in the world? What if you hang out with your bro, have a fun time, bring your girlfriend along, and it's great? What if she brings her friends along and you all kind of work together to have a good time, to pursue things and activities and have fun? What a lovely thing. Maybe with our day and age, social media, all that, Reddit, we're all too fucked up to have that, but maybe we can hope and dream. But let's take a deep dive into one of the characters I most enjoyed, one that I don't think is going to get enough credit. Izumi / the boyfriend. This character has been getting absolutely destroyed by the universe for such a long time. He has dreadful unlucky, his whole childhood is him covered in scrapes and bruises. And the thing that makes this so wholesome and sweet is that because of his horrible upbringing and horrible luck, he has an optimistic point of view. It's either that or despair, and he chose optimism. The coolest part about this is that it genuinely explains his personality. Oftentimes we're just thrown a character and said, they're this. Good. No, don't think about it. Don't know how did they become this way? Who knows? This. But in this case, we actually understand how a person can be this kind, sweet, generous, gentle, considerate, etc. Also, side note, everyone in this anime is gorgeous. Like, really gorgeous, very pretty. Even, hey, I'll be honest, in Izumi, I get it. I get it. It's like Korean pop idol soft boy stuff. I get it. I was gonna throw this in as a joke. Don't know where to put it. Bisexual energy all around this show. Anyways, let's move on. Another thing I think most people are gonna love from the show is the friend group. Each one is weird, but not too weird. Usually anime throttles this like hard to where like every friend or other person is so distinct and you guys just would never be able to sync up because you're so weird and completely different. But you do anyway, which is wholesome, cute. But in this show, very much more like a girl's tired. She's the tired person. She gets exhausted by people. I relate. She also doesn't have an expression, which also relate. Hard to express themselves. The friend is absolutely my favorite character in the game. It's not even close. He is such a good bro dude, and just, I don't know what it is, but seeing like wholesome it sounds so gay but seeing wholesome bromances in shows is sweet to me. It's like, I got your back, bro, don't worry about it, me and you together, let's kick some ass, it's nice, it's sweet. I think that's just gay love in Japan. I don't know. Also, don't want to give enough love to the tomboy extraordinaire friend of Shikimori, who's fantastic and all that. Now, last thing we're going to talk about is the the other sell to the show, outside of it being extremely soft, sweet, and kind, not too much, oh my god, what's gonna happen next? This is a fire hellscape nightmare world with anxiety and misunderstandings, and oh, they think I'm cheating on them, but they're not, and oh, they think I'm gonna do this, but I'm not, and we're all ripping their relationships apart, kill me. No, soft, lovely, blanket, all that. Another way you could describe this show is this show is taking every single trope that exists within romance, especially within manga and all that stuff, and flipping it on his head. AKA, Shikimori is the Giga Chad, I am gonna save you, Prince Charming, Prince in Shining Armor kind of thing. And some people are gonna be thrown off by that and not even like it. And those people need hugs or something, because what the hell is your problem, my man? I'm sure we could go into the logistics of like, oh, you know, we all have moms, hopefully, sorry for those who don't, and hopefully your mother instilled in you this desire for them to want to protect you and all that stuff. So it's quite sweet and quite wholesome when someone is like, hey, at the very least, I'll stand by your side, but also I'll fuck those people up who are hurting you. I'm not sure about y'all guys, but my mom kicked some ass. If my mom was getting shit from some teachers or from some other parents, she'd go to war, okay? And that instilled in me that this, maybe even this, maybe just a little bit of that does things to my brain in a positive way. Okay, badass women be great. Okay, and that's what this show is to a T. Also, a show that I want to watch, it's on the list, ever increasing list, called Witchcraft Works. Similar premise, very much more on the nose. Also has magic and shit in it, so yes, but they don't dub it, and you know me, your boy, dub trash, yes. Waiting. Please dub that goddamn show. Another thing is this show is absurdly popular, so a very high likelihood that we'll get sequels and stuff like that, so just invest now. The stakes are high, all that. Needless to say, ladies and gentlemen, I could say more about the show, but I would highly advise you give it a watch. Each one of these characters I greatly love, a lot. I think Shikimori is badass. I wish there was more protagonists like her. I also think they all make sense given their backstory, which is also rare. And I honestly just always enjoy friendship things in shows when done actually somewhat realistically well, instead of it being like some sort of weird thing. Best way to weird. It's weird friendship things. And this show genuinely feels like, no, it's my childhood friend Buddy who I've known for like years, and he has my back. I have his back. It's kind of what it is. You know, yeah, and that's wholesome. Also, the like nervousness of a relationship, and also the last thing is, and this is kind of the whole premise of the show, but one character who knows who it is just wants to really fall in love, wants to feel like what it is to fall in love and to cherish someone and to want to be around someone and to create memories with someone. And I think that's a very human thing. People just want to experience what love is, and I think this show emphasizes that a lot, even if you may be different puzzle pieces in society and whatnot, and even other people might judge those pieces as not understanding why they fit together. I think this show is going to continue to explain why, well, if you're happy, you're happy. Fuck everybody else. Burn the world, all that. But ladies and gentlemen, to answer the question of the title, should you watch Shikimori, not just a cutie, but a absolute Giga Chad badass Ultra Instinct level girlfriend? Yes. Absolutely, especially if you're into the softer, enjoyable experiences. If you want to see some like blood-curdling, crazy anticipation, adrenaline-fueled nightmare or positive experience, not the show for you. This show is just fun, enjoyable, and then you'll binge it. You'll just eat it in one bite, and you'll be like, God damn, that's great. And then you'll forget about it in a couple months because it's just a soft show. But then you'll be like, oh, season 2 will come back out, and you'll see a trailer, and you're like, gonna binge that, boom. And yeah, that's I love you, goodbye. Thank you for your time. I appreciate it. You gave me too much. Hopefully I can see you in the next video. Consider subscribing, because I will yell at you more. Bye.